Hi, Philip. Thanks for meeting with me today. Can you just introduce yourself and tell us what you do?
Hi, I'm Philip Cohen. I teach at Cheltenham High School. I teach life skills, and I also work closely with the autistic support class.
Fantastic. And how did you come to hear about PTMA's travel training workshop?
When I switched over to life skills in 2016, it was something that was already being done here, and we were told, you have to work with PTMA and get them out for travel training. So we always need something for our students. All of them pretty much have independent living goals and need access to public transportation, specialized transportation, navigating the community in a safe way, to be able to utilize it to live as independently as possible. So it was through word of mouth and testimonials, and now we provide the testimonials because we love it so much.
That's terrific.
Mhm.
Um, and what specific challenges would you say that your students experience where this workshop comes in handy for them? Like
Knowing,
what topics do they cover?
yeah,
You
yeah,
know, what's
knowing,
most
oh, so like knowing how to read a map, knowing how to get an Uber, Lyft, what kind of technology to have, how to protect yourself in situations. So like, what do you bring with you every time you go out to stay safety? And there's an acronym for that, that they go over, talking about everything, either from going to an airport, a bus, a train, the subway, Uber, Lyft, just making sure that you're able to use your cell phone properly, making sure you're able to make your appointments, make sure you're able to allow enough time to get to different places. What do you do if there's a delay in transportation? What do you do if you need help? What if you see something that's suspicious? What do you do to help yourself and others stay safe? How do you stay alert in the community? Because some of our students, it's kind of like they're not always paying attention to the environment that's around them.
Mhm.
And it really, I mean, the program covers everything like that. It culminates in we take a SEPTA bus ride around like the school grounds and we practice getting on the bus, off the bus. They have to pay attention. Like a lot of our students ride curb to curb buses to and from, and then through age 21, most of them stay. And the rules for a regular bus versus a school bus is very different. And our school buses, for most of our students, go right to their individual house.
Mhm.
Whereas in public transportation, you're going to a stop, a regular school bus, you're going to a stop, but then also the laws are different with does traffic stop? Make sure even though the light might be red, you have to still look both ways, left, right, and then left again, and make sure you're able to cross. So it's such a valuable thing. We've always done sessions in the fall and then sessions in the spring.
What's been the reaction of your students to all this?
I mean, I think you've seen pictures and videos and different things. They love it. They form great relationships. There was Mr. Anthony for many years, and I know he switched to a different part, working, so he's no longer with us with the program. But then Mr. Brad and Miss Jackie are incredible. Um, Mr. Lucas also sometimes comes. So they form such strong bonds with our students and such a great working relationship. I mean, you would you would think it's like almost a huge party, but we get down to serious business. No, we do get down to serious business. We go on community-based outings every month. So one is to a place in the community, another's to food shopping. So it's at least two each month. Plus we have others sprinkled in, but it's how to use the community, how to advocate for yourself, how to do those things. And I think what travel training does is makes it okay, this is what you do, not when you're just with the school setting, but what you do with your family, or if you're with a friend, or if you're by yourself, and what to do in those situations and how to stay safe. So that it's a tangible concept with plenty of opportunities for hands-on learning, and it's immediate, it's relevant to the students. So that's where they get the buy-in because they want to go places in the community. They want to have friends outside of school, which is a big struggle for a lot of students that are in the autistic support class and in life skills. And having this tool, like they understand this is like the bridge towards that independence.
That's fast.
Um,
That's so
a
fantastic.
lot of our students, and I know some have all different levels of it, but there's some that are in the grieving process. Not to say that they wouldn't be able to get a driver's license, but it's probably not likely that they would be able to cognitively. And some of them get very sad about that. But
Hmm.
then when they hear that there are other ways to get around, and then they could see that there's other ways to get around, it's like a renewed sense of life for them. So it provides that, and we've told them that. We've showed them videos, but when you could actually have travel training professionals come in with your resources that you have, that's why it's so hyped when it's here.
I can
Yeah.
imagine. And what would you say to other organizations that are thinking about bringing a travel training program for their clients?
I could speak in the realm of intellectual disabilities
Yeah.
and also autism. I mean, it's essential. It is essential, even if it's somebody that is really good at traveling, they could be like a leader within the program and kind of model things and talk about things. And Mr. Brad and Mr. Lucas are really good at incorporating that because they get to know our guys and gals that we have here. Um, then a lot of students that have those diagnoses have trouble with retention, and they need as much practice and refreshing on the topic as they can. And it gives them that self of confidence, and it's stuff they're able to take back to the families. I think one of the good things is we always report back to the families. This is what we learned here. This is what you should work with your child on. This is the terminology that we're using in school. Use it at home. We even offer, like, if you use something different, let us know, because we need to be on the same page. That language and that communication is so, so important. So it is one of the best things that you could do to help individuals that need support accessing public transportation, Uber, Lyft. If you're even, going through an airport, or there's specialized situations where you have to travel, they might not be doing it 100% on their own, but there is a sense of anxiety. There is a sense of, when you have people that are between the ages of 14 and 21, which are in school and then beyond, even though if there's a low cognitive ability, they're striving to be as independent as possible. And their self-esteem and self-confidence rises so much when they could show that they could do some of these things.
Right.
So it's essential.
Okay, well, thank you so much for
Yeah.
telling us about the travel training program. Really appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.